Hello everyone, we're back now and caught up after a very busy start to the month in Taiwan for this year's Computex 2026 event. Hopefully you enjoyed all of our coverage from the event, and we obviously won't attempt to repeat all of that news here again because quite frankly it would make this video roundup many hours long, but instead later we'll provide you a very brief snapshot and update from the event and then focus in on some of the other news that made headlines this month. That includes higher resolution 1000Hz LCD panels, the world's first 24-inch sized 4K resolution IPS gaming panel to be announced, and we'll of course recap all of our latest reviews, articles, and cover all of the latest updates and availability for you in this full roundup this month. So let's dive into all of the action right after a quick word from this video's sponsor. ASUS UK are currently offering up to £370 cashback on eligible ProArt monitors and PC hardware purchases, including for products that you might have already bought over the last month or so, or perhaps during Amazon Prime Day last week. You can claim cashback on up to 6 products in total across different categories of hardware when buying from various leading UK retailers. This includes motherboards, AIO coolers, power supplies, PC cases, networking hardware, and of course a huge selection of ProArt displays, which offer a wide range of professional features to enhance your productivity and improve accuracy. That includes features like hardware level calibration for exceptional levels of accuracy and configuration, built-in automated colorimeter devices that take care of scheduled calibration for you, and bundled shading hoods to reduce glare and reflections for working in light-controlled environments. On top of this, you can also register your ProArt display purchase to receive an additional 2-year warranty extension on top of the standard warranty that's offered, taking you up to as much as 5 years even on the latest ProArt OLED screens. The cashback offer applies to eligible products purchased between 20th of May and 30th of June, although you have until the 14th of July to redeem the offer on qualifying purchases. For full information on eligibility and how to claim your cashback, see the link in the description below. There were a number of interesting developments in the LCD space this month, with both AOC and Philips unveiling 24-inch sized gaming screens with a 1000Hz refresh rate, a refresh rate spec that we saw earlier in the year at CES, but this time the panels run at a higher 1080p native resolution as opposed to being limited to 1000Hz only in the dual mode operation at a lower 720p like the models announced earlier this year. These new IPS LCD monitors have been developed in collaboration with panel manufacturer BOE, and they were showcased at a recent BOE event. Other specs are scarce at this time, but we do know that they'll feature what is being called eye care circular polarized eye protection technology, which is an advanced light modulation technology where the electric field rotates as light travels, which apparently results in the light emitted from the screen more closely resembling natural light, therefore reducing reflections and eye strain, we're told. We also know that the AOC model is set to feature black bar insertion technology, or BLMB mode, that's used to reduce motion blur in certain gaming situations. It's very early days for these two screens. There's currently no details on release date or pricing, but more news of course when we get it. We saw LG Electronics announce their own 24.5-inch sized IPS gaming monitor with a 1080p resolution and 1000Hz refresh rate. That was announced last month and covered in last month's news update. So that's another upcoming option to keep an eye on too. Ant Gamer also showcased a 24-inch TN film model with 1000Hz. That was unveiled at Computex 2026 earlier this month, which is an interesting alternative thanks to its likely faster panel technology, and their model is due to be released in China in Q3 with likely global availability in Q1 2027, so maybe that will give us an indication of when the other models are likely to appear as well. While these new models certainly sound impressive on paper, we remain somewhat skeptical and concerned about the potential for any LCD panel, let alone IPS, to offer response times which can keep up with the very high frame rate demands of 1000Hz. An early review from Monitors Unboxed this month of a Philips model which offered 1000Hz in its 720p dual mode operation didn't fare well at all, but we need to wait for more models to be released and tested before we can conclude anything further on these new wave of 1000Hz LCD monitors. If you're after super sharp visuals in a smaller form factor, then we also saw ViewSonic unveil their new model in their range this month, which is the world's first 24-inch size screen to offer a 4K resolution and a high refresh rate. From memory, we've only seen one 24-inch sized 4K panel in the past from Dell, but this time there's a high 160Hz refresh rate on offer as well, so it's an interesting spec combination for those who are looking for a smaller screen size but still want a high resolution. This size range has been previously dominated by 1080p resolutions with the occasional 1440p offering, and now this 4K offering provides an even higher resolution and a 185 ppi pixel density in a small form factor screen. It features a fast IPS LCD technology panel, 160Hz refresh rate, along with what ViewSonic are calling Nano Obsidian screen, which is an anti-reflective technology offering a sleek matte finish with low reflectivity. This model has currently only appeared in China so far, and it's not clear if it's going to be released globally and when. Finally, in the LCD space, we brought you news of a budget-friendly ultra-wide model from MSI this month, aimed at gamers who want a bargain. This new screen is part of their entry-level MAG lineup, which means it won't have all of the top-end specs and features of their MPG series, but it will provide great value for money. It features a 34-inch ultra-wide rapid VA panel with a 1500R curvature, 3440 by 1440 resolution, and a native 200Hz refresh rate. That can also be boosted to 400Hz when using a dual mode function when dropping to a lower ultra-wide 720p resolution of 1720 by 720. There are limited connectivity options on the screen, and the standard only offers a tilt adjustment, so it's not as flexible as some of their other screens of course, but it's currently available in the US at a low price point, so do check out the relevant link below if you want to get more details. Most of the rest of the news this month has been dominated by Computex 2026, and we've got full coverage from the event on our channel, and they're all linked in the description below. You'll find coverage from all of the key manufacturers, along with a roundup video covering all of the news in one place. Our highlights from the event include Dell's new 39-inch ultra-wide OLED monitor with a 5K 2K resolution, 165Hz native refresh rate, RGB striped subpixel layout, and a glossy screen coating, which I know a lot of people have been asking about. It's also coming in at an incredible expected price point, and we don't have any further information on availability and pricing yet, but we're hoping to have more information during the summer, and we'll of course bring you a full review as soon as we can. We were also excited to see the world's first 24.5-inch sized OLED gaming screen announced by ASUS this year, offering a 1080p resolution and 540Hz refresh rate, and that's bound to be a really popular option for competitive gamers looking to go beyond the limited performance of common LCD panels that are available in this size so far. And let's not forget MSI's amazing looking new 32-inch QD-OLED monitor, the first to offer a 4K resolution and 360Hz refresh rate, along with a whole range of impressive specs like a triple mode support, RGB striped subpixel layout, dark armor film coating, and True Black 600 certification. Loads more information on all of those screens and everything else that was going on at Computex this year in our videos linked below. Of the new models showcased at the event, we've actually got Dell's new Alienware AW3426DW QD-OLED monitor with us right now for a review coming soon. This is their latest 34-inch ultra-wide OLED monitor, shifting here to the latest 5th gen Pentatandem QD-OLED panel technology with a 3440 by 1440 resolution, 280Hz refresh rate, and the new panel brings with it their new RGB striped subpixel layout for improved text clarity, a new film which helps improve black depth in brighter rooms, and a brighter overall panel which now reaches the True Black 500 certification tier. There's a load of new updates for this new model compared with their earlier 34-inch ultra-wide models that have been really popular, and it's now appeared actually to buy in Europe and the UK, slightly ahead of its wider launch in North America during July. Our review will be coming up in a couple of weeks' time, so keep an eye out for that on our channel soon. We're also expecting to receive ASUS's new 32-inch 4K tandem WOLED monitor that was showcased at Computex 2026. We're expecting to get that in the near future as well. This is their ROG Strix version, which has a 4K resolution, 240Hz native refresh rate, but it will be their first model to use the latest tandem WOLED panel technology in a 32-inch screen size. That review will be coming up at some point soon-ish. Speaking of reviews, we've published several new reviews over the last month. As promised in last month's news update, we completed our review of the Kirui 2741LM, which is a 27-inch 4K mini LED IPS LCD monitor with a native 160Hz refresh rate, along with a dual mode function which allows you to double your refresh rate to 320Hz when dropping to a lower 1080p resolution. This model also offers a 1152 zone mini LED backlight, certification under the VESA Display HDR 1400 tier, and has a peak brightness of 1400 nits. Do check out our full review linked in the description below to see how it measured up in all of our testing. We also reviewed this month the Gigabyte G027Q24G, which is a competitively priced option for those looking to venture into the world of OLED displays. It offers a 27-inch screen size with a 1440p resolution and 240Hz refresh rate. This one utilises a WOLED panel from LG Display, and although it isn't the latest tandem WOLED technology, hence the attractive cost, it does feature their Micro Lens Array Plus technology and offers an impressive spec nonetheless. This has started to appear now for sale in the US and UK as well, and you can check out our review and further details in the link below. Finally, we're just finishing up our detailed review of the LG UltraGear Evo 27GM950B, and it should be published very soon. This is their Hyper Mini LED 5K gaming monitor which we saw at CES in January, and it features a 27-inch screen size with a Retina class, 5K resolution and 218 ppi pixel density. It offers a 165Hz native refresh rate, and that can be doubled to 330Hz when dropping to 1440p resolution in dual mode. Still, a very good resolution on a screen this size. Its 2304 zone mini LED backlight offers it HDR 1000 certification and impressive local dimming capabilities as well. And being part of the UltraGear Evo lineup, it also incorporates their various AI features that we've seen and talked about in the past as well. This has loads of great features and specs, so you'll soon be able to check out our review when it's published to find out whether it lived up to the hype. We'll also take a quick look back at some recent articles published this month, and we provided you with an introduction to HKC, Kirui and the AntGamer brands this month. These are all part of HKC Corporation Limited, and while they've been predominantly focused on Asian markets so far, they are planning to expand their range of products into a wider global market this year. Not only are they developing loads of new monitors, but they're also known for manufacturing a wide range of LCD panels, and we're also told they're now focusing on modern technologies such as OLED and Mini LED as well. So if you want to know more about those three brands, some of their core monitors in their range right now, some of the exciting screens that they've got in their pipeline as well, do check out our article linked in the description below. If you've been holding out for a new monitor launch this year, then we saw various new updates this month that we can tell you about as well. We saw both the Samsung Odyssey G80HS and the G80SH models become available to buy in the US and the UK. The G80HS is a 32-inch sized fast IPS panel and offers a 6K resolution to deliver Retina class pixel density and 224 ppi on a screen of this size. It also has a 165Hz native refresh rate, and that can be boosted to 330Hz when dropping to a 3K resolution in dual mode. This screen is actually currently on sale as well, down from the $1,600 price that it's normally at to $1,200 at the moment. So if you're interested in that screen, do check out the link below to check out latest pricing and availability for your region. The G80SH is a different screen. That's actually available in two sizes, either 27-inch or 32-inch. They both feature the latest 4th gen Pentatandem QD-OLED panel technology, and they've got a 4K resolution, 240Hz refresh rate. They both feature Samsung's matte anti-glare film coating as well, along with rich connectivity options including DP 2.1 and USB-C. Both of those models are also currently on offer in the US at $999 in fact, so now's a good time to check those out if you've got your eye on either of those. There's been some further movement on the eagerly awaited LG UltraGear 32GX870B. a model that we first saw announced at CES in January. It's now available to pre-order in the UK, although there's still no sign of this in the US at the moment. This 32-inch size screen features the latest tandem WOLED panel technology, and this is the first time that it's been used in the 32-inch OLED segment. This was the first model announced to feature this new panel, although we've seen others unveiled at Computex more recently from Asus and Gigabyte. It's got a 4K resolution, 240Hz native refresh rate, 480Hz dual mode function, and DP 2.1 connectivity, and it incorporates their AI upscaling and other AI features again, like we've seen on other recent LG monitors. Don't forget that if you want to keep a track on all of the latest monitor releases, news, pricing and availability, you can check out our launch tracker on our main website. We've now added an RSS feed for that tracker as well. If you've subscribed to an RSS feed, that will give you a simple way to keep up to date on what we've done in that tracker. Anyway, that just about wraps it up for another month's news in the monitor space. Expect a little bit of a lull now after Computex with new monitor announcements, but we'll be hard at work, of course, bringing you new reviews and content as always. And then at the end of August, we've got Gamescom 2026 coming up, followed very shortly after by IFA in early September. So those will likely be the next occasions where we see the latest range of announcements and product unveilings. Anyway, thanks for sticking with us till the end. I hope you continue to enjoy these monthly news updates. As always, do let us know in the comments section below if you've got any questions, or tell us what you're most excited about in the monitor space right now. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time.